Good Tuesday morning. I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Josh Corwith. Today is a First Alert weather day. You can see some of us waking up to some snowfall this morning in Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of Yakima Federal. And we are tracking some snow showers this morning in the lower Columbia Basin, also in the Blue Foothills, some out towards the Puget Sound as well. And it's going to be this atmospheric river right here as it starts to wobble back up towards the north. That could provide quite a bit of snowfall to our Blue Mountain passes and also to some locations in the Blue Foothills. Right now, temperatures up into the teens and 20s up in the Cascades, 20s and 30s for the valleys, right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin, right around, if not a little bit below freezing in the Blue Foothills. So any snow that falls for this morning will have the tendency to stick to any of those surfaces, mid-20s up in the Blues. All of us need to bundle up. You'll likely need an ice scraper. I needed the ice scraper this morning, but not for ice. I needed it for snow that was frozen onto my windshield. So today, again, is a First Alert weather day. We've extended this through 10 in the morning on Wednesday for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills, up to an inch of additional snow for the basin, 2 to 5 inches for the foothills. Definitely the biggest impacts there. And then additional First Alert weather days for Thursday and Friday, the lower Yakima Valley, the lower Columbia Basin, and Blue Foothills. Once again, it's going to be the foothills that could probably pick up the most snowfall. I'll dive into all the nitty-gritty of this forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, nearly 200 hospital employees in Yakima are forming a union. We have the details on what they're fighting for.
The first immigration rights rallies continue to take place across the country, and many businesses took part for what's known as the Without Immigrants Day. We tell you what exactly that is and what local businesses took part.
Also coming up, new tariffs on Chinese imported goods went into effect. And so if you shop online from stores like Temu, well, that means prices are going up. We break it all down for you on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jade Elliott. It is Tuesday, February 4th, and we want to start you off with some top stories. New information actually just coming in this morning.
That's right. Immigration rights rallies continue to take place across the country, and yesterday we told you about one right here in Pasco. Well, people from all walks of life have been showing their support, and many businesses are also doing the same.
Yeah, businesses all across the nation took part in Day Without Immigrants. It's a day where Latino and businesses closed their doors for the day. Our very own Monique Ledesma reports on the local business owners who did the same.
As people drove or walked through downtown Pasco, they might have noticed that a popular bakery location was closed. Vera's Bakery wasn't the only business that was closed on a regular set business day. On Sunday, Luis Moreno, the Director of Operations and General Manager for Fiesta Foods in Yakima, Sunnyside, and Pasco, announced that all 3 locations would be closed on Monday, February 3rd.
Closing, the message that we're trying to send is unity. It doesn't matter what race. We just gotta be in peace. We gotta be no discrimination. We gotta be working for the community, whatever community it is, and move forward.
It's all part of a Day Without Immigrants, which is a movement that took place Monday across the United States to show the impact immigrants have on the U.S. and local communities. The movement's boycott includes immigrants not showing up to work if possible, not attending school, and an emphasis on not buying anything. Moreno says he couldn't let his people down.
I got to this country back in 1993, and I know the feeling when you first come over. So it definitely means a lot. It means a lot to the company. And like I said, we depend on our customers. So we gotta be there for them.
Anuel, who shops at the Pasco Fiesta Foods, wanted to purchase from a Mexican-based store to buy some necessities, but he didn't know until he read the sign that the store was closed. Anuel says despite not being able to get what he needed, he felt proud to see the store being part of the movement. I've translated his interview from Spanish to English. We can't just be relaxed. We don't do harm to anyone. We are just people who come to work. We are not delinquents or terrorists. We are in support of this movement that's happening because unfortunately the president doesn't get it. Anuel says he feels that America is turning their backs on the people who helped provide the food on their tables. I feel betrayed because from one way or another we have contributed to this nation. We've contributed in the growth and development in new technology. technology, and in everything. So thanks to the Hispanics, thanks to us, we have bread on the table, a bunch of tomatoes, we have food, and the pride to say, I got this with my hard work. The Fiesta Foods in Yakima, Sunnyside, and Pasco are set to reopen this Tuesday. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
And taking you to Yakima now this morning, where nearly 200 multi-care Yakima Memorial Hospital employees working as technicians and technologists say they'll be joining the Teamsters Local 760. Teamsters officials say employees voted nearly 6-1 in favor of joining, reportedly due to concerns they have over benefits cut when Multicare took over the hospital in 2023. Now, the new Teamsters will be meeting this month to start drafting a contract proposal. In a statement, Multicare officials say they're committed to building productive relationships with all the unions representing their employees, including Teamsters Local 760.
Now, Benton PUD is proposing a 5% retail rate increase, which would take effect on April 1st. PUD officials say this would be the first rate increase since 2019. Looking at the numbers for an average residential customer, this would result in an increase of about $6 per month. So it would go from $115 to $121. The median monthly residential bill for comparable Northwest utilities is about $136. A customer information meeting about this potential change will be held on Thursday, February 13th. That's at 5:30 p.m. It'll be at the Benton PUD Auditorium in Kennewick, and customers can join remotely through Microsoft Teams. Now, to see a full breakdown on how much this could cost you, you can head to our website. That's applevalleynewsnow.com. And Firehouse Subs in West Richland is officially back in business as they continue to help firefighters. The restaurant off Keene Road reopened under new ownership after being temporarily closed. And to help kick off the reopening, they have a new fundraiser for the month. It's called Fabulous February Fridays at Firehouse Subs. So every Friday this month, they'll donate 10% of their proceeds to the Kennewick Firefighters Local 1296 Benevolent Fund. And this money will help firefighters buy thermal imaging cameras for their paramedic crews. And now to a special event to tell you about this morning. Today, the Tri-Cities Animal Services Center is officially celebrating its grand opening. How exciting.
I know. The event's being held at their new facility at 1311 South 18th Street in Pasco. It starts at 1 p.m. this afternoon. Members of the public, all of you are invited to come out. You'll get a chance to see the new space, and we're pretty sure there'll be some pretty adorable pets that you might not be able to resist.
And you can see some of them on your screen too.
Yes,
so cute.
I know. Always looking for their forever homes. We'll have more, of course, on this story tomorrow morning on Good Morning Northwest. And we also have a great update to give you this morning. One of our pets that we featured right here on Operation Best Friend, the longest resident at the Benton Franklin Humane Society, has found her forever home.
Yay, I'm gonna cry. So after more than 1,100 days, just about 3 entire years, Kylie finally got to leave the Humane Society for the last time. Oh my gosh, I love this. So we wish her and her new family all the best of luck.
That's fantastic. Love it. All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, all goods from China now face a 10% tax after President Trump's tariffs went into effect at midnight. We're going to let you know how this could impact you coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, it is the First Alert Weather Day, and our Chief Met has what you need to know. He'll be back with that weather forecast right after the break.
Building your own American Family Insurance roofline?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Alice's birthday is coming up. We're in this comfy room in Triple Play Hotel so we can make plans without her hearing.
So we need a huge cake, a giant salad, and a good-sized mariachi band. Hold on a second. Does it seem a little dark in here for 2 p.m.?
Sorry, guys. Where I'm from, they didn't do birthdays. It's very exciting.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, a ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Colorado means a lot of things to a lot of people, but to us, it's home, where we've been crafting mattresses with unrivaled quality for well over 30 years. And in that time, we've never lost sight of the belief that everyone deserves a great night's sleep, which is why we're proud to introduce the budget-friendly Colorado mattress with the support of over 600 individually wrapped coils and made in the USA at our very own factory. The Colorado's the perfect combination of comfort and value. The Colorado mattress, only at Denver Mattress.
Come discover our hand-picked collections at D-Lynn's Boutique. Whether you're shopping for a cozy weekend getaway or a special night out, D-Lynn's Boutique has everything you need to shine this winter. Visit us in-store or online and let us help you wrap the season in style.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Isabella Strahan.
It's been rough, it's been challenging, and it's been very hard, but I know I'll get through it.
Life Interrupted.
Love and that support really helped her pull through. I'm very proud of her.
Wednesday night on ABC.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day as we do have a winter storm warning that's in place for the Blue Foothills, a winter weather advisory that's in place for the Blues. You can read more about these advisories and warnings by downloading the First Alert Weather app, which you can get for free on the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, we do want to touch on pass conditions just very quickly. Now, there are a lot of passes where you would either need to carry chains or traction tires would be advised, but we're only seeing one. Technically, we're only seeing one chain requirement for this morning, and that would be for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. There's packed snow. Can't really see much per this trip check camera, but there is packed snow, and you do have to have chains if you're towing between milepost 10 and 40. Again, that would be for Oregon 204 at Spout Springs and Tollgate. Here is your day planner today for lower elevations. We'll have ample chances of low elevation snow, especially in the Blue Foothills all throughout the day. And those chances will pick up in particular as we head into this afternoon and evening. So for today, it's going to be a cold day. Let's just get that out of the way as we'll have gray skies, high temperatures in the 30s. The best chances of snow, again, going to be in the foothills and in the mountains, especially this way towards the Blues. And then for tonight, that atmospheric river that's bringing all the snowfall to the foothills and Blues going to start to wobble northwards again. So we'll have another shot at snow for the lower Columbia Basin and for the valleys and into the Cascades. Oh, by the way, it's still going to be cold. And we have more storm systems on the way. I'll tell you about those coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. We go now to the latest on President Trump's tariffs. New tariffs on Chinese goods have gone into effect as of midnight, and this comes after the president ordered a 30-day pause on imposing tariffs on Mexican and Canadian goods. ABC's Christiane Cordero has more on what this means for American consumers.
This morning, all imported goods from China face a new 10% tax after tariffs ordered by President Trump went into effect at midnight. The executive order also adds import taxes to small packages, meaning shopping on online stores like Temu and Shein will become more expensive. Those retailers were previously exempt by a loophole that allowed shipments of packages worth less than $800 into the U.S. duty-free. China overnight announcing a retaliatory 15% tariff on U.S. coal and natural gas products, plus 10% on crude oil and certain machinery. Trump is scheduled to speak with Chinese President Xi today. Mexico and Canada struck a deal with Trump yesterday, just hours before the tariffs went into effect, postponing a 25% tariff by 1 month.
Did you blink this morning?
There was no blinking. No, she's a wonderful woman, but she did agree to 10,000 soldiers on the border. I would say that's a lot.
Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum agreed to send 10,000 troops to the border to help tackle illegal immigration and the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., similar to a move her predecessor did in the face of tariffs in 2019. The tariffs are now set to go into effect on March 4th. In limbo, the American food and grocery industry that gets nearly half of its imported vegetables from Mexico and Canada.
Everybody thinks Mexico, oh, avocados, limes. No, it's everything. It's everything. It truly is beets, turnips, greens.
And as we mentioned, the tariffs on Canada were also paused after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau agreed to implement an already existing border plan. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection says roughly 1% of migrant apprehensions and less than 1% of fentanyl seizures take place along the U.S.-Canada border. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, across the region, we're going to be seeing some winter weather. And Josh is up next, and he breaks it all down for us. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
2025 is your year to start a new business, and the City of Pasco is here to help. We have newly updated commercial kitchen space and vendor windows available at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen downtown. Mobile food vendors, we've made it faster and easier than ever to get permits and connect with customers, thanks to new citywide regulations for food trucks and hand carts. Visit pasco-wa.gov for more information and join the thriving Pasco community. Naturally transformative.
Elevate your lifestyle and embrace your home's full potential with exclusive furnishings and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our dedicated team of professional designers will bring your vision to life. Right now, during Lexington's winter sale event, you can enjoy 30% off the upscale designs of upholstery and case goods from Lexington Home Brands. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
And Consumer Reports.
We're testers.
This organization accepts no advertising or sponsorship.
Since 1936.
Testing dishwashers, TVs, cars, vacuums.
We buy directly from stores, just like you.
Making sure products are safe.
And that they last.
Because we're advocates.
Engineers and scientists. We're testers. We're Consumer Reports.
Join us.
Life's too short to put up with a bad bank. You have a life, places to go, people to see, and things to get done. You don't have time for banks or credit unions that don't care. You deserve better. At Yakima Federal Savings and Loan, we've served Central Washington and the Columbia Basin since 1905 with 10 branches, face-to-face service, and a 5-star app when you're on the go. So go have fun. Do what makes you happy. Life's too short to put up with anything less. Bank better with Yakima Federal.
Let Quantum Legal protect you and be your champion on the legal battleground. Whether it's a fight for justice in the face of criminal accusations, personal injury claims, or workplace accidents, Quantum Legal is your unwavering ally. An aggressive offense is your greatest defense. Quantum Legal is the sword and shield you've been seeking. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day because of the low elevation snow potential. We're already seeing some of that in the Blue Foothills. Some of us in the Tri-Cities also waking up to a little dusting of snow. And let's show you what happens with all of this for the rest of today with Futurecast. We'll go ahead and we'll put this into motion. And by the time we get to lunchtime, you can see the radar is essentially going to look the exact same as it does now, but into this afternoon, that's when the atmospheric river, at least this model run, is suggesting that the atmospheric river is going to start to wobble up towards the north. So that could bring some more steady snowfall to the Blue Foothills. And then as we head into the late evening, overnight hours, maybe some of this starting to get back into the basin. Also an area of snow showers up in the Cascades and for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. And then as we head into Wednesday morning, another storm system that we'll deal with, but this one heading out of the south and west, so this will mainly impact the Cascades throughout the day. Can't rule out a few snow showers for the valleys and for some other lower elevations, including for the Blue Foothills, but it looks like chances for low elevation snow getting a little bit better as we head into Thursday and Friday with more impulses. So a lot of active weather to go. Here are some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 in the morning on Thursday, subject to change, but we're thinking 2 to 4 inches for our Cascade passes, probably less than an inch for the valleys. Some parts of the lower Columbia Basin getting up to another inch of snow, and then anywhere between essentially 2 to 5 inches for the Blue Foothills, 5 to 8 inches for Blue Mountain passes. And then into Thursday and Friday, like I said, a similar setup. So we're expecting more low elevation snow, probably less than an inch for the Kittitas and upper Yakima Valley, but maybe getting accumulating upwards of an inch for the lower Yakima Valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, up to 2 inches of additional snow in the Blue Foothills, maybe around 6 inches for Interstate 84 and for Oregon 204. But remember, kind of a tangent here, but whenever this says an early snowfall forecast, this is just a preliminary forecast. It's what model consensus is saying for now. It is subject to change, but the early snowfall forecast for another storm system in a Saturday and Sunday, probably less than an inch for the valleys and basin, maybe up to another inch for the foothills, and up to another 4 to 5 inches for our Blue Mountain passes. Probably similar totals, if not a little bit less for our Cascade passes, but that is definitely subject to change. Those numbers will change. And then we're tracking another storm system into Monday and Tuesday of next week. So the winter weather just kind of continues, and the cold weather also just kind of continues over the next 7 days, as we'll be about 5-ish degrees below average for this time of the year. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We're going with snow chances really for the next 7 days and an alert day for Thursday and Friday. That's probably going to be our best shot of seeing accumulating snowfall in the Tri-Cities. Then in the Yakima Valley, little 10% chances for snow Tuesday through Friday, looking a little bit drier for Saturday and Sunday, and then another shot at some snowfall into Monday. For the Kittitas Valley, 20% snow chances Tuesday through Thursday, drying out but pretty cold for Friday and Saturday. Look at those overnight lows down into the teens, and then another chance for some snow into Sunday and Monday. In Hermiston, first alert weather days from Tuesday through Friday for the potential of accumulating snowfall, and then maybe some more chances of that for this weekend and into next week. Then for Walla Walla, this is probably where we'll have our most significant impacts within the viewing area Tuesday through Friday, and then maybe some more as we head into this weekend. And we are going to head to break. We'll be right back.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family. With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
It's not easy being Mariano Morales' horse. He needs to ride to clients all the time. He does take care of them. He gets the insurance company to pay for medical bills, car repairs, even money for pain and suffering. Looks like it's going to be another busy day. Better get warmed up. After all, I am his best friend.
Hurt in a car wreck? Give me a call.
Big or small, we work them all.
I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
I'm a real wild one.
Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2024 Ford Bronco Sport Wild Edition goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a 24 Bronco Sport 4x4 for just $299 a month for 36 months, plus 2 years free maintenance. Only your local Ford dealer.
Those of us who've been around a while may remember the TV game show, The $50,000 Pyramid of Cash. Well, guess what? Legends Casino Hotel is presenting its own $50,000 pyramid every Thursday in February. Use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries for the drawings. You could be selected to roll the dice and climb each level to turn $1,000 into $50K. This is no pyramid scheme. Ouch. Yeah, we remember those too. So make like an Egyptian and play Pyramids of Cash in February.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, or score 60 months no interest. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
Skiing with incredible views. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
5:24. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Super Bowl week is here, and in the build-up to Sunday's big game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, the events all began with opening night, which was just last night.
It's when players and coaches from both teams make their first public appearance at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
I didn't know there was an opening night.
I didn't know either, actually.
I thought it was just a one-night thing, but
Oh
anyway.
no, it's a whole week long of events.
Well,
You
fans
learn
can
something every
attend.
day.
There are photo ops and interviews, also musical performances, and the chance to take pictures with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. ABC's Danny New has a recap on the night.
The biggest night in American sports and television is almost here, as Super Bowl week kicked off last night in New Orleans with its opening night ceremonies. Star players and coaches from the Chiefs and Eagles like Travis Kelce and Saquon Barkley were asked questions throughout the night by the media. However, when pressed, Kelce did have one question for the media in regards to online complaints that Kansas City gets special treatment from the officials.
Why are you guys leaning into this whole ref thing? Touchdown, Kelce!
Of course, folks also had to ask Kelce about how having a world-famous girlfriend like Taylor Swift pushes him.
Yeah, I better hold up my end of the bargain, right? Who runs over his man, still at his feet, and he scores!
Meanwhile, though, the Eagles star tight end Dallas Goedert was not as familiar with Miss Swift's work.
Is she the one that, does she sing Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls? She doesn't?
He hasn't seen too many balls today. He's going to read a little passage here.
Then there's Eagles top receiver A.J. Brown, who famously read an inspirational book during the opening playoff game that then shot up to #1 on the Amazon book charts. The three-time Pro Bowler was asked if he would be bringing the same book to the sidelines of Super Bowl 59.
Yeah, same one. I don't know if I'll bring it out, but it'll be the same one.
However, the moment that perhaps drew the most attention on social media was when Eagles coach Nick Sirianni received a surprise, very warm greeting. That's former All-Pro wide receiver Chad Johnson there. On Instagram, the NFL reacted with, "What the heck is going on?" But clearly Sirianni seemed quite happy to see him.
I loved everything about
There were a lot of
all
giggles in that,
yeah.
Well, 35-year-old Travis Kelce also responded to retirement questions by saying he still thinks he has a lot of good football left in him.
Yeah, and when asked if he has plans on proposing if the Chiefs win this weekend, he said, "Next question."
Dun, dun, dun. Do you think he'll do it? I don't think.
No,
yeah.
I don't think. I'm not a huge follower of their relationship, but I don't think that would be the spot that Taylor wanted to get engaged.
Right, yeah, agreed.
I think that would be a terrific idea. I mean, in terms of how memorable of a
Publicity?
moment that would be.
It's like his moment,
nice
and then it'd be
PR
her moment. You know, it'd be, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it's happening.
We'll see. I don't think it's going to happen either.
All right, we still have much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up next, Yakima County Jail has been in the headlines for a while now after a lawsuit was filed by the family of an inmate who died in their care.
Details coming up in your 5:30 hour, but first, let's check out your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Microsoft's VPN support is going away. The feature is being removed from Microsoft 365 at the end of the month. Originally designed as a privacy feature, the VPN feature, or virtual private network, can be used to hide IP addresses. The company did not say why the feature is going away, but experts say it was not widely used. Uber rolled out a new feature to make it easier for customers traveling with service animals, automatically notifying the driver when you book your ride. And it's warning drivers that refusing rides because of a service animal is against the law. Finally, Apple Music is offering big savings to new subscribers. For a limited time, they can get 6 months of the service for $2.99. The regular price for Apple Music is $10.99 per month. Apple is calling the reduced price its biggest offer ever. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Andrea Fujii. Have a great day.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Okay, let's get going. Can everybody see that?
Like, you know, to check your desktop first before sharing your screen.
Ah, that is not the, oh, no. Know how that got in there? No, that,
Yeah, checking first is smart.
Okay, everybody get out.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you have Graves' disease and itchy eyes, the truth may be even more uncomfortable.
people with Graves could also get thyroid eye disease, or TED, which may need a different doctor. Find a TED eye specialist at isitted.com.
We're in a limestone cave, letting extreme residue build up to put Finish Jet Dry to the test. Dishwashers are designed to use Jet Dry to defend against tough residues for a practically spotless shine.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. It's 5:30 and I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, Josh, I had to scrape snow off my window.
Yes.
I was going to say, but you did it. You made it snow. Just like you said.
Yes, I'll take all the credit for it. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, my kids were thrilled.
It's not much. It's a
no, I know. I think they're going to wake up disappointed, but when it started last night, thrilled.
Did they want to make snowmen? Or no?
I don't know what they wanted to. I don't know what they thought they were going to do. They were running outside in their pajamas, all crazy.
That'd have to be a little snowman. It's not that much out there. But this morning, my dog was more so walking me than me walking her, and I slipping and sliding out there. Okay, 3-degree guarantee contest. It's that time of the morning as. Of course, this contest sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. I went with the forecast high 42 yesterday in Pasco. It verified at 41. That means that the jackpot went up to $50. So for today, I'm going with a forecast high of 37. If the actual high falls between 34 to 40, the jackpot's going to go up to $75. But if my forecast goes bust, all $50 could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleynewsnow.com, clicking on the contest page, or by scanning the QR code that's on your screen. Now on to some of the aforementioned snow. You can see definitely a little dusting there on some of the grassier surfaces. This view in Kennewick coming courtesy of Yakima Federal. This is off of Clearwater here, and this is off of Edison, and we're just tracking some very light snow showers in the Blue Foothills for now. It looks like the round that impacted the Tri-Cities is moving off into the Palouse, but we will continue to see low elevation snow chances throughout today, specifically for the Blue Foothills. On to temperatures now. It's cold, no surprise there. Teens and 20s up in the Cascades, 20s and 30s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, right around freezing in the lower Columbia Basin, right around, if not a little bit below freezing in the Blue Foothills, mid-20s in the Blues. So where snow does fall, it's going to have the tendency to stick, especially on some of those grassy surfaces. So we do have a first alert weather day for today up until 10 in the morning on Wednesday for the lower Columbia Basin and for the Blue Foothills. Could have up to an additional inch of snow for the lower Columbia Basin as we have another round on the way, maybe another 2 to 5 inches of snow for the foothills. That's definitely where we're going to see the biggest impacts, and I'll take you on that zone by zone tour of what we're thinking in terms of snowfall accumulations, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thanks so much. Well, the Yakima County Jail has been the headlines for lawsuits filed by a family of an inmate who died in their care back in 2023. Reporting to commissioners this morning, the jail director saying 3 people died while in custody at the jail in 2024. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us, according to that report, that's not the jail's biggest struggle.
While mental health and homelessness continue to be challenges, the jail director says substance abuse was a concern for 75% of inmates admitted to the jail last year. Substance abuse, an issue for nearly 5,000 out of 6,600 inmates last year. The jail partnering with local service providers to get more inmates into treatment, including a new medication for opioid use disorder program.
Prior to the MOUD program, if somebody came in already on a program like Suboxone, we would continue that medication, but we were unable to start anybody on that medication.
Now they can assess, prescribe, and provide that medication while in jail and upon release.
We had 36 clients that have successfully transferred out to continue their care with comprehensive health care.
Plus, updating the jail's body scanner to better detect people trying to smuggle drugs into the jail, and bringing in Canine Luca to detect contraband drugs.
He has searched 617 different environments and has seized 32 contraband items.
Other improvements in 2024, new Overwatch medical alert bracelets to monitor vital signs for inmates at risk of health emergencies and alert corrections officers to problems.
7 individuals that could potentially save their life due to this ban because otherwise we wouldn't have responded when we did.
Plus, a new reentry program called Project Pause, partnering with community organizations to help unhoused people with reentry plans. 23 out of the initial 101 participants didn't return to jail.
Although these are small numbers, it's showing that it is having some impact of keeping individuals out of jail when they're able to have some control and choice of the decisions that they make on or services that are provided to them.
The goals for 2025 to expand the canine detection and reentry programs, find ways to cut down on costs, and increase revenue by exploring grant opportunities and taking on additional housing contracts. They also plan to do a jail design study to determine what changes they might be able to make to improve efficiency and safety. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
More news out of Yakima this morning. The city manager, Vicki Baker, announces that she has selected longtime Yakima Police Department member Sean Boyle to be the city's new chief of police. Boyle has been serving as interim police chief since the summer of 2024. Following a 5-year stint as a U.S. Army military police officer from 91 to 96, Boyle joined YPD as a corrections officer in 1997. Boyle became a YPD officer and joined the department's SWAT team in 99. Boyle will be sworn in as Yakima Police Chief during the Yakima City Council meeting tonight.
Now, the Oregon Department of Corrections announces a reform initiative, one that's pretty significant as it will overhaul the division that provides health care to adults in custody. The initiative includes the following actions: the state naming Dr. Michael Seal as interim chief of medicine, the DOC also hiring Falcon Correctional and Community Services, Inc., which is a national consulting firm specializing in correctional health care, and lastly, hiring a dedicated health services recruiter who will be tasked with bringing on qualified professionals like physicians, nurses, mental health practitioners, and also support staff.
5:36, and as we start a new month, local flu rates are also climbing. The Benton and Franklin Health District says the flu data has been pretty interesting lately. They say about 2 weeks ago, the number of cases dipped, but then the numbers quickly went back up. The health district says Benton and Franklin counties are now back at peak flu season.
Influenza seasons kind of vary. Sometimes we see just one solid peak and then it goes down slowly or fast. Sometimes we see a peak and then another peak a little bit later in the season. This one is kind of like two peaks close together, which is a little bit unique.
Officials say to help protect yourself from the flu, it's not too late to get your flu shot. Also, be sure to wash your hands often, and if you need to, you can wear a mask around someone who is sick.
Now to an update on the Mid-Columbia Performing Arts Center in Richland. Informational meetings regarding it are now complete. So according to officials, the center would be built in Columbia Park West near the Reach Museum and overlooking the Columbia River. Officials say it'll be a world-class performing arts center for the Tri-Cities and beyond. Plans are for a 48,000 square foot facility with 800 seats designed for concerts, theater shows, dance shows, festivals, and much more.
The current designs for the building have two performance areas, a main stage area with all the technical accoutrements, and then in addition there's a community room, and this is a flexible space. It will have seating options, which can be used for small intimate performances or lectures or small film series.
The project is currently estimated to cost $80 million. A measure on the February 11th special election ballot for Richland residents would help pay for it. If voters vote yes, it would increase sales tax by 0.2%.
So much more ahead here on Seattle Kraken taking on the Detroit Red Wings tonight. And last week they ended their 2-game losing streak. We have a look at how they're doing coming up after the break.
And many of us are facing first alert weather days, and Josh will be back with how today's weather is shaping up. That is right after the break.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Tuesdays are my favorite day of the week because the single Papa Burger combos are just $5.99. And I wait all week for this.
And so do I.
And that's why I always get it too.
The Tuesday special at A&W.
My name's Will Enzi. I do the dock. I put stuff out in the store too.
and I've been here for about 7 years and a half now. And I went over to Pasco, big tall guy, Robert. I got introduced to him, and then he gave me the job. I like taking donations, and I like talking to people. I like the people come here, and yeah, this is a good place to work.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at.
When it's time for an update or a complete remodel,
just watch yourself there. So here, guys, we're gonna rip everything down to the stud.
Rebath is with you every step of the way, from design and products to removal and installation.
Okay, what do you guys think?
We handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors. Just in time for Valentine's Day, it's the Apple Valley News Now Love and Bloom Ultimate Collection giveaway, where one winner gets this awesome love collection. Enter each day on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. Thank you to these love-minded sponsors.
It's hump day, and you know what that means. Hello, Country Fried Steak. Get a delicious meal for just $5.99 to make your Wednesday feel like the weekend. Yes, Wednesdays only, Country Fried Steak is just $5.99. Happy hump day from KFC.
Isabella Strahan.
It's been rough, it's been challenging, and it's been very hard, but I know I'll get through it.
Life Interrupted.
Love and that support really helped her pull through. I'm very proud of her.
Wednesday night on ABC.
Tomorrow, what will happen when Captain America takes over morning TV?
Wait for it.
Anthony Mackie live on GMA.
I'm very excited.
The GMA Blockbuster Week.
You're gonna love it.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a first alert weather day because of mainly the snow we'll see for lower elevations. Not expecting that much for the Cascades, anywhere between 4 inches for Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens Pass, which isn't really that much in the grand scheme of things. And again, this will be from 4 in the morning this morning to 4 in the morning on Thursday. So this would essentially encompass all Tuesday and all of Wednesday. Probably less than an inch for the Kittitas Valley, for Monastash Ridge, and for Vantage. And then in the Yakima Valley, I'm thinking probably less than an inch up and down the valley, maybe up to 3 inches for Sadius Pass off US 97. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, the further east and the further south you go, that's where you'll have the better chance of seeing accumulations at least up to an inch. Places like Meeson, Connell, Umatilla, Hermiston, probably not as much for the Tri-Cities, for Prosser, for the Hanford side, or for Benton City. In the Blue Foothills, this is where we'll have the biggest impacts in terms of lower elevations, anywhere between 2 to 5 inches of snow, with some of the highest totals being towards Pilot Rock, Milton Freewater, and Walla Walla. And then in the Blue Mountains, some dicey travel down this way for US 395, for Interstate 84, and for Oregon 204. So of course we never like to see travel concerns, but we do like to see the snowfall in general because we need it as well. For the upper Yakima Basin, for the Natchez Basin, we're below the amount of snowfall we should have for this time of the year. It's looking a little bit better in the Umatilla and Walla Walla basins, but definitely these numbers could be better. And thankfully we do have more snowfall on the way. Doesn't look like it's going to be a ton for all of us, but I will parse it out storm system by storm system, and that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
The Kraken Game of the Week, sponsored by Yakima Federal.
Kraken defeating the San Jose Sharks at home last Thursday, ending the Kraken's 2-game losing streak. Sharks were hoping to end their 4-game losing streak on the road. Here's Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen with your Kraken Game of the Week.
The Seattle Kraken defeated the San Jose Sharks 6-2 on Thursday night, with Brandon Montour scoring 2 of Seattle's 4 second-period goals. Montour's first goal came at 2:54 in the second period that broke a 20-game scoreless streak for him and gave the Kraken a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, obviously it starts with a face-off win, making plays, getting shooters in the right spots, and then obviously 5-on-3, spread them out, and good plays by everyone.
Chandler Stevenson, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Jaden Schwartz, and Ilya Tolvanen also scored for Seattle, while goalie Joey Decord made 26 saves. Schwartz's goal shortly after leaving the penalty box energized the crowd and solidified Seattle's momentum, putting the game out of reach for San Jose. With this win, Seattle has won 12 of its last 13 games with at least 4 goals scored.
And the Kraken and the Detroit Red Wings face off at Climate Pledge Arena tonight. Pre-game starting at 6:30 right here on ABC's Apple Valley News Now. You can watch for free here in the Tri-Cities area on Broadcast Channel 42, in the Yakima area on Broadcast Channel 35. So much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We've got your morning sprint and everything you need to know before you head out the door. I'm giving you that live look outside this morning. Some of us waking up to a little dusting of snow on the ground. Josh will be back with your full First Alert forecast on this First Alert Weather Day. It's 5:45 and we're back after the break.
This is my perfect day in Walla.
This is Apple Valley Eats.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary buffet options, including our salad bar and a variety of desserts that will have you coming back for seconds. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces, big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. After that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. Mmm. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
Welcome to the Flower Bar, where every bouquet tells your unique story. Our talented designers craft personalized masterpieces from the freshest seasonal blooms, ensuring no two arrangements are ever alike. Whether you're building your own creation or choosing from our designer collections, we'll bring your floral vision to life. Visit our new location in Richland and discover a truly bespoke flower experience. Start your floral journey at the Flower Bar on theparkway.com.
This is my perfect day in Walla.
Watch live with Kelly and Mark weekdays at 9.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is a First Alert Weather Day because of the potential for low elevation snowfall. We've already seen some this morning in the Tri-Cities, but it's mainly going to be for the Blue Foothills where we'll track the biggest accumulations. That's where we're seeing some light snow showers for right now. The axis of the heaviest snowfall right now being up in some of the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. So we'll put this into motion with Futurecast. We're going to stop this right around lunchtime. You can see this is trying to make a comeback to the north and to the west, and I think that comeback is going to be a little bit more successful into the afternoon. So that's when we could start to see some pretty steady snowfall in the Blue Foothills, also for the Blue Mountains. But into the late evening to overnight hours, at least this model run is suggesting that some of this could start to make it into the lower Columbia Basin. We could also have a round of some snow showers for the valleys and up in the Cascades. And then as we head into Wednesday morning, there's going to be another round of snowfall, but this time it looks like it's mainly going to come out of the south and west. And so for tomorrow, it'll be the Cascades that'll mainly be impacted by snowfall. Although into the evening, looks like we could start to see some impacts to lower elevations. Once again, that'll continue as we head into Thursday and Friday. So here's some of the snowfall totals we're anticipating over the next 48 hours. As always, forecasts are always subject to change, but for now, we're going with 2 to 4 inches for a Cascade Pass, probably less than an inch for the valleys, maybe getting upwards of an inch for some portions of the lower Columbia Basin, anywhere between 2 to 5 inches for the foothills, 5 to 8 inches for Blue Mountain passes. Here's another storm system in Thursday and Friday. This is an early snowfall forecast. It is subject to change. These numbers will change, but it's looking like maybe we could get another inch of snow for the lower Yakima Valley, for the lower Columbia Basin, maybe another couple inches for the foothills, maybe another 6 inches for Cabbage Hill and for Tollgate. Then another storm system potentially into Saturday and Sunday. Once again, a low elevation snow potential, a lower potential this time, but maybe another inch for the Blue Foothills, maybe another 3 to 5 inches for some of our mountain passes. Then we'll have another storm system into Monday and Tuesday. Low elevation snowfall also on the table with that one. So this pattern is just going to hold steady over the next 7 days. Cold temperatures holding steady as well. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Small chances of snow showers continue through the next 7 days. And then in Yakima, 10% chances of snow showers Tuesday through Friday. Drier Saturday and Sunday, but another chance for snow by Monday. In Ellensburg, 20% snow chances Tuesday through Thursday. Dry and cold Friday and Saturday. Then snow could return to the forecast by Sunday. In Hermiston, the potential for accumulating snow through Friday at least, then more snow chances after that. Then for Walla Walla, steady opportunities for snow over the next 7 days, likely peaking Tuesday through Friday.
Now, the morning sprint.
5:51, time now for your morning sprint. We start with your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. Local flu rates are climbing. Benton Franklin Health District saying that the flu data has been interesting lately. About 2 weeks ago, the number of cases dipped, then quickly went back up. Benton and Franklin counties are now back at the peak of flu cases. Officials are saying you, of course, can still get your flu shot to help protect yourself from catching it.
And an update on the new Mid-Columbia Performing Arts Center in Richland. The building is set to be built in Columbia Park West near the Reach Museum overlooking the Columbia River. It'll have 800 seats and it's designed for concerts, theater shows, dance shows, and much more. And a measure for Richland residents on the February 11th ballot would help pay for it. If you vote yes, sales tax would increase by 0.2%.
Well, today the Tri-Cities Animal Services Center is officially celebrating its grand opening. It's being held at the new facility in Pasco on 1311 South 18th Street. It starts at 1 p.m. and everyone is welcome to come see the new space. And we're pretty sure there will be some adorable pets that you might not be able to resist.
And Benton PUD is proposing a 5% retail rate increase, one that would take effect on April 1st. For the average residential customer, that would cost you an extra $6 per month. If you want to learn more about this potential change, there will be an information meeting on February 13th at 5:30 p.m. at the Benton PUD Auditorium in Kennewick, and people can take part remotely with Microsoft Teams. And if you would like to see more on how much this could cost you, we have a full breakdown on our website.
Yakima Police Department has a new police chief. Yakima City Manager Vicki Baker announced that she has selected longtime YPD member Sean Boyle. Boyle has been serving as interim police chief since the summer of 2024. He'll be sworn in as chief during the Yakima City Council meeting tonight.
Now to your national headlines this morning. Tariffs on Mexico and Canada were set to start today. However, the White House has ordered a month-long pause on both yesterday evening. Now, this comes after President Trump spoke with the Canadian Prime Minister and the President of Mexico. However, a U.S. tariff on Chinese imports took effect today, where U.S. companies must pay 10% extra on Chinese imports. China is retaliating by issuing tariffs on certain U.S. items, also by creating export controls and more more. And this tariff also affects Europe, as they are now bracing for a potential trade showdown with the U.S.
In your business headlines this morning, United Healthcare has agreed to pay a $2.5 million settlement. It all comes after a class action lawsuit claimed the insurance company violated federal law by making unauthorized telemarketing calls. You're eligible for payment if you received one or more pre-recorded call from UHC Medicare between January 9th of 2015 to January 9th of 2019. Claims can be made online and must be submitted by April 15th. And a federal judge has extended the temporary block on the Trump administration's ability to freeze federal grants and loans. The order prohibits the administration from freezing trillions of dollars in federal spending that was previously granted by the government. A group of nonprofits sued the administration over the funding issue, and this new block will remain in effect for at least 2 weeks.
Now to your health news, an urgent recall from the FDA. A recent previous broccoli recall has been upgraded to Class 1. Now, market-side brand Wash and Ready to Eat 12-ounce bags of broccoli florets, they were commonly sold at Walmart, were first recalled in December after listeria contamination was found in several samples. And the lot code for the broccoli is BFFG327A6. Now, if you have this product in your freezer, the FDA advises that you throw it away immediately. And according to a new study, human brain samples were found to contain an entire plastic spoon's worth of nanoplastics. Researchers studied human brain samples collected on autopsies from 2016 through 2024, and they found the brains from last year contain about 50% more microplastics than the ones from 8 years before. And they say it's unclear if the particles enter and leave the brain or collect there and cause disease.
All right, now some trending news for you. Trending all week, of course, the Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday could even mean some pretty cool freebies for some folks.
Free is my favorite word. So many companies are announcing giveaways, and some are giving things away if a certain team wins, some if the game goes into overtime, and some regardless of any of that.
The first one we're telling you about is Chipotle. The casual fast food chain says it's giving away up to 50,000 entrees. It also says when something extra happens during the game, it will have codes on something extra.
Whatever that means.
That's pretty vague. But if that happens, it'll have vague codes on its social media pages that you can text to get free items.
I like it. Applebee's is also offering 20 free boneless wings with any online purchase. We're coming at you up from all angles this morning. Of more than $40 or more, use the promo code Sunday. And in Chewy, the National Online Pet Store says it'll be giving away over 50,000 treats for birds, dogs, and cats. But they say there's a catch. Mm-hmm. They're doing that only if the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Animals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Buffalo Wild Wings, and I have a gift card there. That is just a random fact no one needed to know. But it's offering 6 free wings on February 24th, but that's if the game goes into overtime. Last year, they gave away more than 2.5 million wings after the game went into overtime.
I love free wings.
It could be a great time for you to use your gift card.
Well, I wouldn't have to because
free wings.
They're giving it out.
Blue cheese or ranch
goes into overtime.
Blue cheese or ranch with your wings. Blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
Ranch.
Yeah, there we go. All day.
I do like that. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Apologies.
You're canceled. Just kidding.
Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. 5:57 is your time, and coming up, immigration rights rallies continue to take place across the country. Many businesses took part in a day called A Day Without Immigrants, and we'll tell you which local businesses took part in that.
Plus, one of our Operation Best Friend pets has found their forever home. We have the details coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.
And it is a first alert weather day. We have a lot more where that came from. So I'll tell you why it's in place, where we've already seen snow this morning, and where we're expecting additional snowfall. So all that coming up at 6.